Hello everyone, how's it going, and welcome to today's Wild Rift video. My god, do I have one hell of a Kaiser build to show you today. This is going to be from none other than Nova's Remake. He's been sharing some of his go-to builds on the new patch, and this build is an interesting one. It's very, very interesting. I understand the attempt and I understand where the build is going. Do I think it's better than the build that I normally go? Probably not, to be honest with you, but I still did have a lot of success with this build, and I do still have a lot of fun playing Kaiser. And I wanted to show you all the build anyway, because I know a lot of people don't really have a way of finding all these builds and all these pro builds, whether it's from, you know, pro games or whether it's from their social media pages. So I think it's really nice to share with you all the go-to builds that China are building, because China always know best. They're always the best players. I mean, they won multiple world championships in Wild Rift for a reason. So they're definitely cooking something with this build. I'm going to show you Remake's build on screen now. Pretty much the exact same as what I have on screen as well. I just wanted to show you the screenshot. Like I said, it's very, very interesting build. Essence Reaver, Solari Charge Blade, more going towards dealing damage more with your abilities than anything else. And because you'll be spamming your abilities, you'll be getting more stacks of Solari Charge Blade. Also has a lot of ability haste with this build. Infinity Edge, Shield Bow is the final crit item. Still getting that shield that helps you out a lot. And obviously the magic armor penetration item in there as well. Conqueror, really, really good with Kaiser. As I mentioned before, I don't think you really need that much attack speed with Kaiser, especially with this build being more, even though you don't have Phantom Dancer in this build is more evolved around dealing more damage with your abilities than your auto attack. So I can understand why Conqueror is being built instead. Brutal, still really good to enhance your auto attack damage. Bone Plating, Nimbus Cloak with Flash and Exhaust. Let's go into a little bit more detail with this build though, and kind of explain to you what the thought process is for Remake and what I think of this build myself. Now, Essence Reaver is the first item. I don't know why, but China and Asia really love Essence Reaver right now. They're building it on pretty much every single ADC. Xayah, Jhin, Kaiser, Varus. I think the Varus is probably the only one that I could understand. Kaiser I can understand a little bit as well, because with Essence Reaver, when you build it as the first item, you get your first ability evolved, or you get to choose one of your abilities to evolve, which is always going to be a Catherine Rain, your first ability. So with Essence Reaver, with you being able to deal more damage with a Catherine Rain, it's really, really huge, not only for dealing damage during team fights, but also pushing minion waves, because you can pretty much one-shot the entire minion wave with Essence Reaver, which is also going to be really, really nice. Allows you to roam around a lot more, allows you to get lane priority and so much other things as well. Like I said, the big thing is just dealing more damage with your abilities. Now, Essence Reaver, you're only going to get more damage with your first ability or your second ability. So that means that even if you activate your third ability or your ultimate, it doesn't actually proc the stack of Essence Reaver. So you can do something crazy like, you know, landing your second ability, using your ultimate to get behind, auto attack a few times and wait for the Essence Reaver to come back up, and then use your first ability. And you'll actually surprisingly do a huge amount of burst damage. And as I mentioned, because you're going to be using your abilities more often, that's kind of where this combo of Essence Reaver plus Solari Charge Blade comes into it. So with the Essence Flare passive, it doesn't really explain it in the Essence Flare passive itself, but when you build Essence Reaver as the first item, when you don't have any crit, you get 20% damage bonus straight away. And then the rest of the 10% is with the extra crit. So 25% from Essence Reaver gives you 2.5. So technically you get 22.5% damage with Essence Reaver being built. Solari Charge Blade being built goes up to 25%. Infinity Edge goes up to 27.5%, and then Shield Bow is a final item. It goes up to the 30%, the full attack damage, or the full crit damage bonus with Essence Reaver. So that's why this is being built a lot as a first item, because you get a huge 20% spike as a first item straight away, which is pretty big. Item itself as well gives you a lot of attack damage, crit rate, and also a lot of ability haste, as I mentioned. And to be fair, the Mana Siphon passive doesn't really mean too much for Kaiser. Like I said, the main reason why players go for this build and go for this item is because of that boost from the passive, the damage boost. And then built in within that is Solari Charge Blade, another item that gives you a lot of ability haste. So you can use abilities more often, quite a lot of attack speed, and also the crit rate built in. But as I mentioned before, the Sunburst passive, meaning using the ability, gathers radiance and maximum 3 charges for up to 10 seconds, and if you attack, that hit expends a charge and deals a bonus magic damage on hit that can critically strike. So when using your abilities and you're going to be auto attacking in between, this is just going to give you more on hit damage overall. And as I mentioned, when Solari Charge Blade does crit as well, when it deals bonus damage, that can crit, that can also be able to deal a lot of damage. And also it's a big good mixture of damage as well, because you're going to be dealing a lot of AD damage with your auto attacks. The slow charge blade dealing a little bit of magic damage is quite nice. It makes it difficult to to build defensive items against Kai'Sa. For the boots, most of the time you're just going to go for probably lucidity boots, to be honest with you. You can build any of the 2 defensive boots like mercury treads or plated steel caps, with stasis being your boots upgrade. But lucidity boost is pretty good as well if you need more ability haste. If you want more ability haste, especially with this build, it could definitely come in handy. Then we're going to go for more items, more damage. Infinity edge, still a very, very strong item right now. Attack damage, crit rate, and attacks deal 205% damage instead of 175%. Sorry, critical strike still 205% damage instead of 175%. Still really, really strong item, even though it did get adjusted, did kind of get nerfed in a way. Still a very strong item, a lot of AD, a lot of crit damage, and overall it's going to be really good when you're mixing in all these crit items with Essence Reaver and Solari Charge Blade. And then Shield Bow is your final item. This is kind of your defensive item. Instead of going for items like Guardian Angel as your defensive item or Twin Guard, just build Shield Bow. Shield Bow is a great last defensive item because of that lifeline passive, which is actually going to scale up to 100% of your crit rate because you're building it as a final item. So that means you'll get a 500 lifeline shield when you drop below 35% health, which is going to help you a lot in the late game against assassin and bruisers that are going to jump on top of you. But again, the item still offers a lot of great stats and a lot of great physical vamp as well from the other passive. And then obviously you need the armor penetration item. This could be built a lot earlier if you're against a lot of champions that are building a lot of armor earlier on. You could build this as a 3rd item or even a 4th item. Again, percent armor penetration, you get to deal damage that allows you to proc grievous wounds as well, which is going to reduce the healing of enemy champions. So overall, a very, very strong item. Then for the runes Conqueror, as I mentioned, you don't really build lethal tempo with this build. Even though I mentioned before that you build lethal tempo if you don't build Phantom Dancer, I can understand why you don't build it in this build, because this is more to do with your abilities. You want your abilities to do more damage. You're not going to auto attack as much as Kai'Sa with this build. You're going to be dealing more damage with your abilities. So Conqueror being able to stack up, being able to deal extra AD and also get more Omnivamp is also going to work very, very well. Brutal in the early stages of the game and also pretty much in mid and late game as well. Even though mid and late game is not going to be as effective, but early game Brutal is very, very strong. Allows you to trade a lot easier, allows you to deal more damage. But you can go for Hunter Vampirism as well to get a little bit more Omnivamp healing and also get some more AD as well every single time you get a unique takedown. That can also help you out quite a lot. But most players go for Brutal right now in China because it's pretty damn strong. Bow plating, this could be swapped out for Perseverance if you're against a lot of crowd control. Bow plating, no, still very, very strong, with the final rune being Nimbus Cloak, which is going to give us movement speed when we use our summoner spells, which is going to be Flash and Exhaust. Kai'Sa is one of the only ADCs now that I run Exhaust, because Kai'Sa doesn't really have a lot of range, a lot of attack range, so you can actually get into exhaust range most of the time, especially when using your ultimate. But most of the time when you're playing like these long range AD carries like Caitlyn, Jinx, Varus, for example, it's very hard to actually use exhaust because you're never going to be in exhaust range when you're auto attacking. But anyway, overall, like I mentioned, this build's a weird one. I don't think it is the best, but I don't think it's that bad either. Like, you know, give it a try yourself. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Like I said, I gave it a try myself in this gameplay. You're going to be seeing the gameplay that I tried out this build. It worked out pretty well. Like I said, I much prefer to go for the Phantom Dancer build, etc. as well, going for more AD damage, but I can understand why Essence Reaver is in this build. So hopefully you enjoy the gameplay. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next Wilder video. Peace. All right, let's go for this. Let's see what it's like. I don't know what to feel. Oh, I'm not going this build. I don't know what to feel like with this build. Essence Reaver first item.
We survive together.
It's going to be an interesting one. It's definitely going to be an interesting one. Essence Reaver, Solari Charge Blade, Kai'Sa. I don't know how much success we're going to have, but I'm thinking not a lot of success.
Found you.
I'm thinking not a lot of success, but I could be wrong.
Monsters are everywhere.
Caitlyn's range is so disgusting. You know what? She's pushing the lane. I'll just let her push. Like, she can do what she wants. She can kind of do what she wants. If she wants to push like that, she can push like that.
I return stronger than I left.
I feel like she's just AFK pushing, which to be fair, I don't have the longest amount of range compared to Caitlyn, so I'm okay with that.
This world is changing. We decide into what.
I'm okay with it, chat. I'm okay with them pushing this lane. I'm okay with it. I'm not that bad with it. Hey, Mega, how's it going? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to stream. I mean, Caitlyn's just so annoying to lane against. After laning phase, it's not that bad, but it's just laning phase is so annoying.
This skin lives on me and hunts with me. Let's see what you're made of. This suit hunts in the manner I choose.
Okay, well played, team. I was just pushing the lane. I couldn't rotate in time, so I was just pushing the lane.
Fear me. I like it here. I just might stay. Remember.
Okay, that worked somehow. I don't know how it worked, but it worked. Nice, nice. Good flash blitz, Krang. Let's go. Well, I need like 100 more golds. I need like, oh, 60 more golds. I just need to push this wave and then I'll go back to the Essence Reaver. Giga Chad Blitzcrank Gaming.
I came back.
Okay, nice. Pretty good start. I mean, Kai'Sa is still incredibly strong in this meta. Even after nerfs that she received, she's still incredibly strong. Okay, so this is going to give my Q more damage and my W more damage. Which I guess, to be fair, is not that bad. Like, giving my Q more damage is actually okay. Means we can clear waves quicker as well. It's going to be quite interesting. Give this a try. Can I just one-shot this wave? I mean, I guess.
Oh, trees.
I wonder if it does anything with my third ability. No, it doesn't. So it'll just be my Q then. Just clear this wave. Okay. It pretty much clears the wave. We don't know where the Alistar is. We have to be a little bit careful with the Alistar. Also gives our W a little bit more damage, which with AD Kai'Sa doesn't really mean too much, but at the same time, more damage, more damage. Can't complain too much. Okay, that's quite a bit of damage. And then they go for Solari Charge Blades, which is super interesting. Like, really, really interesting. Solari Charge Blades second item. I guess they just build as much ability haste as possible, because both these items both have 20 ability haste. Okay, nice. Good pick.
This world is changing. We decide into what.
I'm just going to push it down bot lane. I mean, we clear the wave a little bit quicker. It's not that bad. Okay, the damages. Okay, the damages. Holy moly. Hey, that was quite a lot of damage.
Monsters are everywhere.
I guess giving our Q more damage in them situations is not that bad. Had to flash away there because she was probably going to ulti me in range. Okay, we got Rift Herald, which is okay.
Exploit.
Okay, we'll go towards Solari Charge Blade to see what this does for us. I'm kind of not there, guys.
I like it here. I just might stay. This place is beautiful. I'm going to save it.
Yeah, I know they're in there.
But they can't help.
Well, I think we actually defended tower because of that as well. That's kind of funny. He was just standing there on low HP. It's like, okay, I'll take it. Yeah, he was just going to stand there and let me deal damage to you, then I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say no.
Nice.
Okay, we got third ability upgraded. Now it's Infinity Edge. It's definitely an interesting build. Like, no Phantom Dancer feels really bad. Maybe Phantom Dancer with this build might not be too bad. Like, Essence Reaver into Phantom Dancer, but I don't know. I feel like Phantom Dancer is just such a broken item right now. Like, I feel like it just feels really bad. Maybe this build is more to do with getting ability haste and spamming your abilities more often, which means you're gonna use your abilities more often, which means you're gonna get more Solari Charge Blade stacks. So this seems like a different alternative to this build. I guess we got Mercury Treads this game. We'll go Mercury Treads this game. I kind of go top lane. Okay, Malphite's going top lane. I'm not going to go top lane.
I will show it how to live.
Oh, I was going to go top lane to try and defend that wave, but Malphite's going up there, so it's okay. It's not bad. I'm not really feeling the extra damage though from Essence Reaver. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I'm not really feeling the damage at all. I don't know if this really gives us more damage to like our Q and our W. It's definitely a cool alternative though.
I came back for the others who could not.
Is this Kane going to use abilities or what? Is this Kane just going to sit there and do like nothing? It's fine. Should be able to take Drake there. Oh, Caitlyn actually went over there. was actually really close to hitting the Caitlyn there with my W. I definitely would have followed up. Okay, nice. Pretty good. Need to make sure that we don't get caught now by the Annie, and then we're all good. Sure, can we get an update on building jungle? It's kind of similar to the top lane builds. You just got like Sunfire, Iceborne Gauntlet, Twin Guards, you know, things like that. It doesn't really change too much. Like nothing really changed. Nice, the snipe. Nice.
That's just the start.
Oh, nice protobelt from the Annie. Let's grab this bot lane wave.
This world is changing.
A lot of gold as well, actually. Holy moly. Do this, go back to base. Then they go shield bow, or we can go for armor pen. I don't feel like we need armor pen this game. I mean, we're against Alistar, Kayn, but I feel like we have enough damage. I feel like we can do enough damage in this game. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this build. Like I said, I think Phantom Dancer is still better than Solari Charge Blade, but I understand the concept of the builds. But I just think Phantom Dancer in general is just such a strong item. Lol. No, he protobelt. Oh, he protobolted. If I auto attack him, I can just ulti and survive. My bad. My bad. Bit of an overextension there, to be honest. To be honest, a little bit of an overextension. I was kind of limit testing there. That's kind of limit testing. I just needed to auto attack one of them and use ulti, and then maybe I survive. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I got the Caitlyn at least. They're so low. They are so low. I kind of wanted to change for TP, but I can't change for TP. At them, Drake. Don't go, please. Oh, this is so scary. Okay, that was really scary. I missed the ward over the wall. No one saw that. No one saw that. I missed the ward over the wall.
This skin taught me how to survive. I will show it how to live.
This is super risky. I don't like this. Okay.
How I missed that.
I really want shield bow.
It's a good day for
100 gold for shield bow. That's not good. Okay. Okay, shield bow secured. A little bit shaky. A little bit shaky, but it's okay. If we land our W here onto... I was thinking maybe we can land our W on the Annie.
This place is beautiful.
Oh, I
I'm
missed.
going to save it.
Close. Nice. Well played, Ari. Well played. We tripling him down. We'll just go for Elder Drake. We'll play it safe. Just go for Elder Drake. Play it safe. Play it safe. Play it safe. Go for Elder Drake. We don't need to go crazy for the finish yet. Oh no. Okay, we survived. Nice. Okay, okay. Kind of pog.
It's a good day for a hunt.
Not quite a 20 kill game, but it's still a 12 kill game, which is pretty insane. I thought maybe a 13 kill game. GG's. Not quite a 20 kill game that someone was asking for, but a 12 kill game is still good. Still pretty good. I don't know how I feel about this build though. I really don't know how I feel about this build. Nice MVP performance. This build is, yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'd still much rather go for something like Phantom Dancer. Maybe I could see a world where you go Phantom Dancer into Essence Reaver, or maybe you just go Essence Reaver first item into Phantom Dancer. Could also be another play. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, I don't know about this build. I mean, it's interesting to say the least. You know, Essence Reaver, Solari, Charge Blade being a build together is quite nice because you use your abilities more often for Essence Reaver, which means you proc Solari Charge Blade more often, which gives you magic damage, which is quite hard to itemize against. Either way, pretty decent game. GG's, pretty decent.